Hey, welcome back to the channel. Hopefully you got to see the initial video, Winter Soldier takedown by Magneto, where it just blew my mind. He's incredible, R2. But I still don't even really know how to play him. I got to do more testing. I scrapped all my plans for tonight and decided to run him and some of his amazing synergy partners through the side quest Summer Smackdowns. I'm still just being blown away, and I feel like I've just got the tip of the iceberg. There's still significantly more testing to do. Don't go ranking him up just yet, I think. I think. I know I'm struggling not to do it myself. But man, does he seem amazing. Make sure to hit like and subscribe, and let's get to the show. Okay, so first we're going to start off in the side quest Summer Smackdown Delta, show you 4 fights, 2 with Magneto and 2 with some of the champions that you can reasonably partner with him. One of them is going to be with Red Guardian, who doesn't directly partner with him, but he's part of the synergies with Colossus and champions like that. It's amazing. There are just too many partners to list, but you're going to see them. Let's go through this together. We are running Suicides. This is a rank 2. I think it was Mixed Masters on this node with Elsa, which makes her a little bit tricky in my opinion, but it really plays in just beautifully for this parry heavy play style. I know one of the questions that I've already been asked is to look at Magneto against Stun Immune, and I'm going to test that significantly more. But I think you're getting a sense here of how quick his heavy is and how reliable it is to get off after special. Look at this. This is Elsa's special one. We've backed up. You got to get your spacing, and it's going to take a little bit of time. But it's easy to land our special. I got used to it pretty quickly with her. I did make some mistakes, but I got used to it. And then with him going unstoppable, it just is like a safeguard for you. So we've got that that heavy. We're only at 4 prowess coming in for the combo, and boom, 77,000 SB2 from an R2. I don't even know what to say. Just keep watching, and if that doesn't press you, 16 hits, just keep watching, see the champions he synergizes with. I significantly more testing. If I wasn't so tired, I wanted to play with him all night and test, but I'm exhausted. I wanted to get this video out, and it's almost a good thing because I would R3 him right now if I wasn't so tired, but I gotta get to bed. So here's Red Guardian versus Man-Thing. This was a tough fight in that not gaining buffs was really important on this one, and with Man-Thing's ability to place the pustules was giving him spite, and I just was like, I'm gonna bring in Red Guardian, and he synergizes really well with, I think it was Colossus. And then, of course, with Omega Red and a lot of these mutant synergies providing benefits on special attacks and percentile chance for things to happen on the specials. I mean, there is a litany to go through and test, but I mean, they're all on there. Sunspot, Doctor Doom, Archangel, Wolverine, Sabretooth, Iceman, Colossus. I mean, I could go on and on and on. I sped up this fight because this is only an R4. Red Guardian, and this isn't really necessarily meant to be a Red Guardian showcase as much as it is a very initial scratching the surface Magneto showcase, and to show just it's incredible who, I mean, we already knew he was a great synergy partner and we put him in there for crit teams and things like that, but with this buff, he's a powerhouse. Anyways, so you get a sense of the sort of difficult fights that you can take and with Magneto. I really think that the days are gone in MCoC of, at least at this upper top tier, cutting edge, of just bringing one champion and that's your guy, and you're bringing him in, and he or she's gonna do all the content for you. So now we're up against this Gilly 99, who is obviously a metal champion, and you're gonna see how easily Magneto deals with this, right? With the ability accuracy and the miss counter. I mean, you're just going to repeatedly see miss failed. It even took me a while to get used to it. I kept wanting to knock her down and turn that off, and then I eventually realized, like, I don't need to do that. Like I said, I was getting very tired, so the play is not perfect, but I think that just accentuates or helps demonstrate how amazing Magneto is. I mean, even if it was only just the fights against metal champions, that's almost enough in my opinion. But I mean, you see the damage there, and then the armor break because she is bleed immune. But you saw what he did against Elsa. She's not metal. She's not a metal champion. That was just him. Yeah, he did have class advantage, but 22 hits. This is an R2. This is an R2 Sig 120. And then we're going to come in. This node has heal block on it. But I think we're going to take a quick look at the node there with the Prey on the Weak. There's the heal block. I am running Suicides and Spry, right? So if we evade, he's going to be gaining the power. But you can bring in Archangel with Magneto. They have a synergy too. Yeah, it's amazing. And that synergy extends the armor breaks and bleed debuffs of Magneto. And so if you have a fight where someone is bleed and poison immune, I mean, we know what Archangel does if the champion is bleed and poison immune. Look at this. I'm running Suicides. There's heal block on. And Mr. Fantastic is melting significantly faster than Archangel is. And you can just bring him in with Magneto. I mean, Magneto's traveling crew is insane. And then, of course, here's a bleed immune champion who is metal. This is a very difficult defender. The play is going to be pretty so-so. But again, I think that just highlights how incredible Magneto seems to be. Maybe if you make some mistakes, or when the matchup does not appear to be perfect. Now, this is a metal champion, right? This is very different, though, than Winter Soldier and Realm of Legends, where you don't need to worry about any sort of power, and you making a mistake doesn't punish you that much. But look at the mistakes. I'm gonna make some. You'll see how little it affects the fight, or at least the outcome of the fight, and you see how well Magneto can handle Dr. Doom. Doom is magnetized. And so I think that's important to keep in mind. That's something that is really beneficial with these metal champions and Magneto. Those heavies are doing incredible damage while they stack up the prowess, which is just going to help us when it's time to throw a special. And I want to test this more. I mean, I wonder if it would have made more sense to throw the SP1 and get that shrapnel bleed. I mean, there's just so much more to test. But even at this very basic level, I'm so impressed by this champion. Now we went into the next side quest, so I can't even remember, Delta or Gamma or whatever. Squirrel Girl, not metal. Take a look at this fight. And you can see now we've got magic. Magic's been brought in. So if you need power control and for some reason Doom isn't enough, you bring in magic. That's one of the few things that I'm noticing that Magneto does struggle a little bit with, is in a fight where I have power control issues. But that's literally the best power control champion in the game. And then Doom, who's up there, at least in that top 10 at least. So again, if Magneto can't handle it, I think there's a good chance he's going to have a synergy partner, not just someone else, a synergy partner who at least benefits him that you can bring in. All right, we've gotten up to the 15 prowess, parry, and then just a simple little 133k SP2, no big deal, to close it out. And then the most impressive, this is the kind of the closest I got to testing a full stun immune, but as you saw with the Elsa fight, there's ways to play around that if you start to learn the spacing really well. Magneto does have a heavy, and then with him going heavy that is landable, and then with him going unstoppable, there's a bit of a safeguard there for you, and you're going to see heavy into heavy intercepts here. You're going to see the unstoppable save me because I timed one wrong, but you're seeing it right here. See, we're baiting this heavy out of Nova, stepping back just a little bit, plenty of time to land our heavy. We're not stacking up these massive, insane, crazy number of powerses. The auto block is failing. He is a metal champion, right? Nova is a metal champion. But watch this. It's going to come in for his heavy. We're powering up ours. I get hit, but we have the unstoppable, so it follows through. Nova takes the damage. We're fine. We're up to our SP2. Intercept with our SP2 here. He's going to heavy. We intercept with our SP2 for 109,700 to end it. More or less stun immune. Gonna do more testing. I'm struggling to not take this guy to R3. I think I'm lucky that I got to go to bed. But we will test more. I will put out more and more videos this week, especially if I'm getting comments that you all are enjoying these. Let me know what you want to see tested. We got a request for a core. We'll definitely do that. I'm absolutely blown away, and I think I'm going to take this guy to R3. I hope you either learned something, were entertained, or even better, a little bit of both. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow on Twitter at VegaGaming583. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.